All right, so let's play some Class 2 slots here on Let's Talk Slots. It is Fun Fact Friday, and today's Fun Facts, we're going to actually talk about Class 2 slots and a little bit about how they work and how they run. Oh, nice. While we're playing some high-stakes Lightning Link. So Lightning Link is one of the I would say one of the few modern aristocrat machines that are actually can be class 2, and we'll get into sort of what that means. But just so you know, that's kind of this is one of the few like Dragon Link type games that is a class 2, or that can be a class 2. So behind the scenes on a class 2 game, it's based on bingo. 2 more. Oh man, look at those balls. 2 $50 balls. The mini is $10. That's $100 right there. So yeah, so it's based on bingo and not random number generator. So most people know that slot machines are based on a random number generator. This is actually bingo, and you're not playing alone, which we'll get into in a little bit. But typical class 2 machines are found in tribal casinos, because they can have full-on slot machines, because that's a whole different classification for gambling. And as you can see, it basically looks the exact same. By the way, we need 3 of those and 6 of the chips. It looks exactly the same as regular slots, so a lot of people don't even realize when they're playing class 2 slots that they're playing a different type of slot machine. The back end is different. And so behind the scenes, what's actually happening is you're playing bingo against other players, and it's an electronic bingo game. 1 more. Oh. And so the electronic bingo game determines it gives you a card, and it gives you a certain number of balls, and then it determines what the outcome of the win is. So it's a different type of payout and play, but for your purposes, it looks exactly the same. And so technically in electronic bingo, you're competing against other players and or virtual players, which we'll get into, and it's not against the house. 1 more. I keep getting 2 suitcases. And then, yeah, if no one else is playing, it does add in virtual players. And I've got more facts, but come on, quit giving me 2. All right, I think I'm going to play this. I'm going to up it to $5, and I'm going to play it down to 200. And then we're going to find another machine before we continue on. Before we continue on with all these class 2 facts. Quit giving me 2. 3 or none. Oh, major 790. I chose this machine because it has the highest major. So that was kind of our chance to hit the major. All right, we're gonna do only 2 more, 1 more spin after this. 4 more, nope. All right, we'll find a new machine. Let's try some Buffalo Surge. Needed a Buffalo on fixed sound, I hope. Needed that 3rd coin. The all Buffalo games are pretty highly volatile, so not sure how long I'm going to stay on this. Probably definitely not past $100. So back to our key differences. So when it comes to the class 3 machines that everybody's normally used to, that's all based on an RNG, as I said earlier. And then for class 2, there's a central bingo server, and the outcomes are determined by that central bingo server. And they're based on sort of preset bingo prize structure. So there's different patterns on the bingo card that you can have. One more. And then that will determine what you win. So if you watch yesterday's video, what's today? This is going to be on Friday. If you watched Wednesday's video, it shows a little bit of the bingo patterns, at least at one point towards the end of the video. I showed you like the different bingo patterns, but because there's more games that are more explicit than others. But basically the odds of you hitting some sort of pattern in bingo is attributed to some sort of pattern on the screen. And so when you hit that pattern, then it expresses itself on the screen, similar to a random number generator where there's certain percentages of things happening that behind the scenes, and then when that gets hit, it's expressed on the screen as whatever pattern that corresponds with that percentage of payout. Well, morning. So and then much like RNG, the real spinning is just a manifestation of what's going on behind the screen. So it's called visual trickery, if you want to call it that. So what happens on the screen is just something that happened behind the scenes. And then sometimes the bingo card is tucked on the screen somewhere. I actually turned it on for this, and I don't see it anywhere. I'm looking around for it. And I thought I turned it on because there's actually a way to turn it on and off. Bingo display on, bingo display off. So I'm not sure. Let's just do off. It didn't show up anywhere, but usually there's a bingo display somewhere, so. How you doing? Coin. Oh. We'd like to get at least one bonus. We got 20 bucks left. Let's keep growing, but nothing happens. Well. All right, got some jacks, 5 of a kind. I'm gonna let this play out because there's music going on in the background that I'm trying to avoid. So, all right, nice. 5 of a kind elks. You should be pretty good. Yeah, 21 bucks. All right. So they gave us some ammo here for hopefully to hit one of these bonuses. In typical aristocrat fashion, you really got to hit the bonuses for it to be lucrative to play these games. Otherwise, you're just slowly kind of whittling away your money. Nope, no eagle. Need an eagle on 3. Come on, coin. All right. One more buffalo or elks in the front would have been nice. Even that right there is 15 bucks. One more buffalo would have been nice. All right. Come on, buffalo. These line pays haven't been bad, so not sure what to make of that. I thought maybe we got it because I couldn't spin my next spin. All right, come on, buffalo. Well, before I give my last few facts, I'm gonna see if we're gonna play on this machine or not. If we get to 100, I'm choosing one more machine, and then we'll wrap up Fun Fact Friday. It's gonna be a shorter video because I've actually got to film the rest of Theory. Oops, I just went past the 100. All right, let's find one more game, and then we'll wrap up. All right, let's play some Flaming Hot Pots at 264. As we wrap up this, the sound is very faint, so hopefully this has better sound. All right, gotta find another machine. So let's wrap this video up while we're doing some $2.50 spins. I had to find another game because the other game just had no sound. Or it had sound, but just not enough to overcome the copyrighted music. Oh, did we get it? Oh no, I couldn't spin again. All right, so basically the lesser known facts to wrap this up. Oh, nice, that must be the Luck is a Rye feature. Did we get a double pop? All right, double pop. I'm gonna have to, looks like we got double reels and more spins. I got the double pop and more reels. I don't even know what the name of this game is. Fortune Spot or Fortune Pot. All right, need something up top. Need something up top. Oh, wow. I got 0 up top. Just the trigger. Even with 4 spins, we still only got those just original 2 on the pop. Wow, land something. Nah. All right, not bad. $70, not terrible. All right, not bad. And I just realized the bingo card is here in the bottom left-hand corner, so. All right, so anyway, most people don't realize that they're actually playing a Class 2 slot. And so if it wasn't for recognizing the bingo card down there, and then a lot of states, you know, Kansas included, which is why this is here, they allow these slots where slots are typically banned because they're based on bingo and they're not based on RNG. And then to sort of reiterate the fact there has to be multiple players. You can't just be alone. So if need be, it creates virtual players in the background for your for you to hit bingo. And then these machines are technically classified, they're legally classified as what's called electronic bingo aids. So they're not technically slots, they're electronic bingo aids. Meaning that the base game is electronic bingo. And then even though that's the case, they still sort of mirror Class 3 slots, so you can make it look like it's mirroring Class 3 slots. And in the end, that's pretty much it for Class 2 slots. I may do a more in-depth dive that actually shows like the statistics of how they do it, but that's gonna require me to do a lot of research and probably won't be for a long while. So let's see if we can get this back to our 100. Oh, my card hasn't been in this whole time. All right. $10, not bad. All right, let's go to max bet. Come on, Class 2 slots. Nope. 4 of those. All right, nice, 33 bucks. If we get up to 100 bucks, I'll stop, or I'll play it down to the 100 if we, or if we go to 0, so. So anyway, what do you guys think of Class 2 slots? I know I've already gotten some comments on the other videos I've done from 7th Street Casino, and they talk about people who play Class 2 slots. Have you ever played Class 2 slots? And if so, what is your opinion of them? All right, that's a $40 ball. Alrighty. Oh, we can do a 50-cent spin. And another 50-cent spin. Alrighty, I appreciate every like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.